Singapore's economy grew at a slower pace at 2.9% in the third quarter from 4.5% in the previous 3 months. But the central bank says growth rose 3.9% on average in the first 3 quarters, stronger than expected, even as global trade tensions and US tariffs pose risks ahead. Q3 growth was driven by construction and services, while manufacturing was flat from a year ago, held back by weaker biomedical and general output. Still, the sector rebounded quarter-on-quarter, especially for AI-related products like chips and service. Within services, finance, tech and tourism-related industries continued to do well, supported by stronger visitor arrivals and steady demand for professional services. Based on these advanced estimates, some analysts expect full-year GDP to come in at around 3%, with momentum cooling next quarter.
I think we will continue to see a slowdown. Potentially, growth could dip below 1% on a YOY basis in the next quarter as the Trump tariffs, those impacts play out, become more evident. And also remember that export growth has benefited from front-loading in the US, inventory front-loading. As that stalls, we'll probably pay back with the export growth slowdown in a more meaningful terms in Q4.
Core inflation is also set to cool to the lowest in years, coming at around 0.5% for all of 2025. To keep prices stable, the central bank says it won't touch the Singapore dollar policy, the second time this year it's done so. Nasyrah Rohim with more.
Prices for everyday goods and services are barely moving these days. The central bank says that's partly because of government subsidies and cheaper import costs. Analysts also point to other global factors.
We are benefiting at this point of time for low imported inflation. Global commodity prices are very much in control at this point of time. It's possible that global oil prices come off more, but we also have inexpensive exports coming in from China into the system, which is helping keep a lid on prices across the board, whether it is intermediate input prices or consumer goods or other things. And that's helping inflation be in check in Singapore.
The central bank seems to be in no hurry to make changes. The Singapore dollar policy was left unchanged again. Still, it expects inflation to tick up slightly next year as wages and operating costs rise. One analyst says that there may be room to slow the Sing dollar's climb in the first half of 2026.
Some of the factors, they see the balance of risk, which is both to growth and inflation, and they may actually prefer to conserve the policy space to deal with perhaps some other unexpected shocks down the road. So they will likely to be holding this current policy stance for the remainder of 2025 and into 2026.
Meanwhile, jobs are still being added, led by the construction and travel-related sectors. But that momentum is starting to slow, and wage gains are easing as well, as more firms could plan to slow pay increases moving into next year.